Before I play this call from Chille from the Clark County Detention Center, I just want to say, over the years, Chille has done a tremendous amount for the community. If somebody needed help, he did a live stream, he did a donation drive, he did a fundraiser for them, and he raised a lot of money for a lot of people and helped out a lot. So the long and the short of it is this judge right here, Ann Zimmerman, put Chille in jail for 180 days. He committed no crime, left no victim, broke no law. The cop lied on the stand, and yet she still, without any evidence that he had committed any wrongdoing, put him in jail for 180 days. That's why he's in the Clark County Detention Facility. Hello?
Hey, Brian.
Hey, I thought you were going to call back yesterday.
There's a lot of rules and regulations here and things that happen here, and they don't let you, we went into lockdown, and I had to go to my bunk. I've been on my bunk for like 20 hours straight.
Oh, jeez.
You're confined to your bed. You can't get off your bed.
You got to stay on your bed for 20 hours?
Yeah, lockdown means that you can't leave your bed. There's 8 guys right now on 24-hour lockdown on their bed. You can't leave. You need to go to the bathroom.
Holy cow.
They can get up to get their food, and then they can go back to their bed. That's it. It's horrible, Brian. The guards aren't treating me terribly. It's just, can't say much. I gotta be really careful, you know. They listen on my phone calls. They know who I am. The guards here. I am. The inmates don't. I am on guard too. Now. So, I was hoping maybe you could go live on my channel and record this phone call or any of our phone calls.
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
I'm gonna be okay. It's hard for help, but I need help. My business is predicated on me going live for a couple hours every day. And so a year ago, I set up a GoFundMe. It's on my community tab. You can find it, Brian. And the appellate attorney is $25,000. And so I need help, you know. I gotta keep my composure in here because you can't imagine the loopholes and the rules that you don't know that you do something and all of a sudden you're breaking a rule. Not only is the guard telling you, but everybody's telling you. And I've worn the same clothes since Tuesday. I've done 1,000 push-ups, burpees, name it. Same sheets, same pillow. No pillow. 2 sheets and a blanket and a pillowcase I don't have anymore. They confiscated when I transferred from one dungeon to the other. They transported me in a meat truck. It was 6 guys in a row. And you're sitting on one side, and the other side there's 6 guys, on the other side there's a metal sheet between two different groups of men. And I'm really claustrophobic, and I had to go through it. But I got through it. Now I'm beating my claustrophobia. I'm just slowly but surely beating it. And I just know.
But what would you have done in your trial? What would you have done different? What mistakes do you feel like you made that the attorney made, and what would you have done different?
Well, I made all the mistakes in the world. I constantly teach people that when you go in front of the judge, you have to be humble, you have to be respectful to all the court employees. I broke all my own rules. I broke every rule I knew, and I screwed it up, you know. I mean, granted, my attorney didn't put on a very good case for sure. I don't think he was very well prepared. He didn't break down video properly. Their video didn't break down my video properly. But I had a big dust up with the bailiff before it began. 5 minutes of me and I fight back and forth, and he went to the back.
Take us through that. What began that little confrontation with the bailiff?
They had heard all the other cases, and I was the only one left. It was me and just a couple people in the back who were supporters that came, and one troll sitting the bailiff walked up to me and stood over the top of me. I was on a bench all alone. I had my leg up on the bench. He said, take your leg down on the bench. I was going to say, why? That's not how you sit in court. I said, dude, don't give me directives. There's nobody else on the bench but me. I said, take your leg down now. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Is there a code or statute or rule or law that's taking my leg down? And he said, I'm going to call my sergeant over here. And he called over the other woman. She said, take your leg down. And I said, no. Just directing me around, demanding me around. And then they went through this, and then the cop was then the rest of it just was, as you would think, back and forth between me and the two bailiffs. Then the bailiffs went to the back, and they told the judge, who had been married to a cop, Las Vegas Metro cop, exactly what had happened. And when she came out, she was just ice. And then she said, I'm going to have you searched. And that triggered me again. What are you searching? Because I didn't have any recording devices on. You know, I know I've told people to wear recording devices, but she must have watched my videos knowing that I said that. That's how she formed a bias. And then I was triggered again. And then the prosecution put on their case. And then when I said, Michael, show my video and let's go over it, he said, no, I didn't put it in evidence. I was triggered again. And those three triggers for me.
Just real quick, because it wasn't clear. You said that your attorney did not put your video into evidence?
That's right. That's right. I was so angry. My face flushed. I could feel the blood pressure in my head just palpitating, you know? And I just was so mad. I was so God, you couldn't imagine how mad I was when my evidence wasn't entered. And he said, she already saw it. And I said, but that's not, you have to break it down. You go point, counterpoint, legal theory. And I just had lost my composure, 3 triggers in a row, and I just got up there and I just effed it up. I just totally screwed it up. On the stand, I did a terrible job. And you have to go in and you have to show deference, and you have to be polite, you have to be cordial to everybody, because they're all one big unit. Those bailiffs work for her day in and day out, and she sees them as her protectors. And when I barked at them like a dog, they went back and said, this guy's a piece of shit. And then the guards in here can't believe that I'm in jail. They're like, no way. And it's so strange. The guards know who I am, but they do. They all know who I am. So.
Have you talked with your attorney about the statement that the prosecution made when she said, Judge, we wouldn't be here today if he just followed the directives?
I would venture to say that had the defendant just complied with the original order to not engage with the driver and to back up, we wouldn't be here.
And why your attorney didn't just go point by point and prove from the video that you followed both the directive to not talk to the driver and the directive to step back, because you fulfilled both directives. Now, did you fulfill his expectation of that last directive on how far to step back? He didn't even qualify how far.
He didn't give me a feet amount. I had no idea.
Right.
In my mind, so I quoted Rodriguez versus United States. Rodriguez versus United States says that you cannot extend the stop for the driver or any other person unless there's reasonable articulable suspicion. Now, if my video had been played, I would have heard myself say that, and I would have gone into my legal theory. Look, I already identified myself as a member of the press. I already told them I'm a constitutional law scholar, I'm a member of the press, I'm recording this. And so then I would have went right back into what I was always thinking. We're going to go point by point on my video. But then when my video wasn't presented, I lost my way. I had no trail to follow down. And I was so mad at the bailiffs. I was so mad at the cops who were accosting me in the courtroom. I mean, literally accosting me, standing over me when I was on the gallery. And then when they walked up and took my phones from me and literally put their hands in my pocket and jerked my pockets out, turned them inside out. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like, this is a Fourth Amendment violation. When you get accosted, you lose yourself. And I'm just human. I screwed it up, you know? I should have done it better. And I'll tell you, in the future, I definitely will. And I don't want to throw Michael Me under the bus. He's not a bad human being, but didn't really prepare properly for even their evidence, you know, on their video, where it shows that I stepped back, because I had seen that, and in my mind, he was going to go over, look, he's there, and now he's there. I watched the video 100 times. I thought I had the evidence, and I went over the videos, and I thought for sure he would show he was here, and now he's here.
Yeah.
But he didn't do it, and I can't be my own lawyer. We actually applied 3 days before the trial. He would be a standby attorney so I could speak for myself. And she denied the motion, because if I had spoken for myself, I would have gone over that point by point, because I had already broken it down at home. And I'm human.
So
And I haven't been.
what from this point, what can my audience and your audience and other audiences do to help you out? What do you need primarily?
I need money. I'm so sorry. I hate to say that. My business, my trifold and cop card business, is really predicated on me going live for 2 or 3 hours a day and breaking down people getting pulled over and showing how it failed. That's what my business is predicated on. And my business went from a successful business to a business that a minimum wage worker might make every day. And so, a year ago, I put together a GoFundMe, and I said, if anything happens to me, Chuck, please release GoFundMe. My appeals attorney is a really top-notch appellate attorney here in Las Vegas. He is one of the top attorneys in all of Nevada. So, I mean, it's expensive. It's $25,000. So, but I can't stay here. I can't stay in this place. I don't belong here.
How long do you think you'll be in? Do you think you'll be in there for the full 180?
No, I won't be. I'll be out of here in less than a month. As soon as we get the appeals hearing, I think I'm going to get out because the judge was so biased, married to a cop, had watched my videos, searched me illegally, violating my Fourth Amendment right. And then she was just biased from the beginning.